Hey Mike, I wanted to dedicate this video to you and to the roofing company owners page, especially for you guys. I get a lot of value out of this page. I love participating in it, and I just want to encourage everybody to keep posting, put your information in there, and support Mike as much as possible. Because Mike, when I first started in this business, years ago, back in 2011, there was absolutely no resources for roofing sales, and I would Google all day and kind of look and be like, trying to find anything I possibly can about roofing sales, and the roofingsalesman.com website was about all I could find back then. And so I used to read your articles religiously, and there's one in particular that I loved. It was the one about dressing up a little bit. So like dressing one step above your client, and that always kind of made you just like one step ahead of your client, type thing, kind of selling that prestige a little bit, and I always kind of used that, took it to heart. Whenever I would go out and knock on doors, I would, put on my polo, tuck it in, have my belt, my shoes clean, that kind of thing, and get out there and knock on doors. So ever since I started then knocking on doors as a canvasser, I've grown. I ended up becoming a project manager, and then turned into a sales manager, and then turned into a partner in the old company that I was with. And about 2 years ago, I started working on the business plan for Foothills Roofing and Exteriors. And a year ago, we launched officially and started producing sales. And we started out in a tiny little office in Aurora, Colorado. I literally had a 200 square foot office just so I could have somewhere to work. And then we grew to about a 500 square foot office last year. That was on the 4th floor of this building. And now we just moved into this building in January. And check out our new office. We have, we're on the 5th floor here in Denver, Colorado. We've got, my office there. We've got our sales guys here. We've got our administrative people over here, our accounting manager. We've got our office manager over here. And, we've got a conference room in there. And I mean, it's just, I love this setup. And a lot of it is, being mentored by Mike, to be honest with you, remotely even, without him even knowing about it. So thank you again, Mike, for everything you do. I can't wait to get you here in Denver in our sales training room and teaching our guys how to sell some roofs. So thanks again, guys. Hope you enjoy this video. It's important also to know, you get what you expect out of this. So if you expect a little bit, you're going to get a little bit. If you expect a lot, you're going to get a lot. Expect as much as you possibly can. Expect to walk out of this thing ready to close, equipped to close. That's how you make money. You don't make money selling, you make money closing. All right. So you got to really get your head around being a closer. You get a lead, you convert it, and then you capture it, you close that lead. That's how you start making money. So in terms of thinking big, I want you to think about why you're here, why you're doing what you're doing. Remove the shackles and help, encourage you to be creative, especially in this market. With the pandemic, I mean, creativity is extremely important at this point. Brett, what's our real product? What's our real product that not the roofing? What do we really sell? What it all comes down to is one word:
trust.
Because potentially the Google, without even being busy, without even a storm that's keeping us fairly busy. With a storm, the Google leads could just freaking flood us. So, and we got to be really careful about that, and we got to really pre-qualify them correctly, or else we can end up, you guys will be wasting tons of time on bad leads. Really want to get your guys' heads around story selling. You got to have a story for every last bit of information that you have. You got to have a story around your pipe boots, a story around impact resistant, a story about lifetime workmanship warranty, a story about Foothills and your relationship to it, a story about your truck, a story about your razor, a story about your kid, and it's got to have a beginning, middle, and end. The next thing is we give them what they want. We keep the job clean. Just keep it a clean job, and then we do it with a smile. Just to keep things simple, guys. We've talked about some complicated, big thinking stuff. When it comes down to it, we just give them what they want. We do a nice, clean job, and we do it with a smile. That's the Foothills way, right there. Kind of what I'm describing. No fight with the adjuster. No fight with the customer. Finding out what she wanted, which I was able to find that out. Paint the whole house, gutters, roof, and we got a deal. Hi, I was just calling because my insurance agent gave me my your number and told me to call you because I need a roof inspection. We just had that big hailstorm.
Okay, we would love to get that set up. So how are you missing any kind of shingles or experiencing any leaks?
What's the first question you ask?
Do you have a few moments to talk?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. My assistant over here didn't write down any information from you.
Oh.
Do you have a moment to give me all that information I need to go over to your house?
Oh wow, do you usually throw your assistants under the bus? Does the roof tend to leak really quick after that, or?
It depends on how bad the hail was. You're in a neighborhood where it might have hit pretty bad.
Yeah.
Do you happen to see any shingles fall off of your roof?
Yeah, it's actually a really, really simple process. That's most of the work that we do. So I can definitely help you out with that.
Okay.
But I just
Well,
need a
if it's
little
that
bit.
simple, why can't I just do it myself then? It's a simple process. So that's good, man. So one thing to kind of think about, guys, on that initial call, let's just focus on insurance lead. Although they're not too different with non-insurance at this point, because like we're getting a lot of leads from Google, and that's going to continue. And at this point, like Google potentially is more important than insurance in a way. All right, well that's going to end it, guys. Thank you. Give yourselves a hand.